Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you with another community Q&A. We've been doing this every week. If you want to get on board, all you gotta do is join this community right here, Skippy6 Gaming. Very easy, it's on your PSN. Everybody can join. You can even join from an iOS or Android app if you're not on PlayStation Network. It's something we do every week. Go in, talk about builds, things like that. Yeah, you know, the huge. I think for this one here, guys, since it's a community Q&A, let's just go for 226 likes. If we could get 226 likes, that would be totally awesome. You could get a shout out like Taco. Taco put down in the comments that he was 137th. 137th is pretty early for our community Q&A, and you can't really complain about that. If you don't have time to comment, go ahead and just subscribe, and you could get a shout out like Aiden, Liam, Erlinda, and Gun. They were subscribers this week, and yeah, so let's go down. We got some cool pictures. I really did see some cool pictures here. Let's go. We got a nice Coliseum. Let's go check out the Coliseum. Everybody likes a Coliseum. Let's go over here. Okay, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. People be loving the texture packs lately. I've been noticing in the community Q&A pictures. Yeah, I like it. I like the Coliseum. I think the texture pack, I bet that would look better if it was in a different texture pack. But you know what? Who knows? Let's keep going. So we got right here. This is a good old-fashioned quadruple iron golem farm. So it looks like one to me, at least. I think it is. So basically, with this one here, it's one of the most common questions I get asked. So basically, everybody says, hey, can I stack iron golem farms right on top of each other? Or basically, guys, you need to have iron golem farms 65 blocks away from each other. That's kind of the goal, if this is an iron golem farm, which I'm pretty sure it is. It looks like one, at least to me. And yeah, so that's why when you see multiple iron golem farms, you can either do it this way. There are certain limits on console that stop you from being able to make, like, you know, iron titans and things like that when you see from like Impulse SV and some of those Hermitcraft guys. But basically, this is the way that you're going to get 4 in the smallest area, more or less. Or you could actually just go up if you really wanted to. You could put 1 and then put 165 blocks above it and 65. I would add a few blocks if I were you, just to be on the safe side. But you can see, let's check, we got some images of some other farm here. So this is a good old-fashioned mob grinder right there. You can tell. Little gunpowder. Gunpowder is always handy. Yeah, the rotten flesh. So I think he's thrown a sorter on the bottom of that mob grinder in order to separate the items. Very good job. Nice little added touch. And I think this is the grand scheme of it. So, man, I think what he's done here is he's put a mob farm. So basically, that's like the mumbo jumbo one. It's like the Illuminati grinder, but it's shaped differently. There's like 2 triangles on each side, I guess, more or less, something like that. That's a mumbo jumbo farm for sure, and he's put it in the center of 4 iron golem farms, so that's really cool. That little area there provides this guy with pretty much unlimited everything: bone meal, gunpowder, iron, poppies, arrows, bones instead of bone meal, but you guys get the gist. Either way, it's a really good farming area. Good job to him. Let's check this. Oh, a spawn island with big build. Let's check it out. Looking good, looking good. We got a little that purple block up there. We got some beacons. Looking good. Got a ton of people. Let's check out that ass's world. I've shown a few pictures from his world before. He's got a nice little jobber going. I think this is a Mario Kart world, and that would be super cool. I miss Mario Kart. I have to say, I really do miss Mario Kart. I want to play Mario Kart. They should get it on PSN, but they probably won't. But I remember the Nintendo 64 days playing Mario Kart. Let's keep going down. A future cactus farm. Oh boy, lots of cactus. So modded factions skeleton farm. So this is interesting because I'm working on a faction server right now for PC Minecraft. If you want to go and be a beta tester, all you have to do is type in play.buzzplex.net. Not all the servers are in place, but we're finalizing the basic. We're moving it to a dedicated server to have all different. We're gonna have prison, factions, survival, creative, everything. And if you want to go, the information for that is in the description below. Join the Discord, come on in, find bugs with us. But I'm assuming that this is, I'm assuming that this is not on console edition. I don't think you can play spawners in console edition. So I'm thinking this is a PC pick, but And they are iron golem. I think those are iron golems. So I'm thinking this is gonna be on PC, but again, very familiar right there to what I'm doing lately. Let's check some more stuff out. We got someone is building too close to see. Right here, common issue, because based on what we talked about earlier, this is exactly what's gonna happen is, whereas, what's he saying? They're spawning. So basically, you see those houses right there to the right? Basically, what's going to happen is when you have something too close to your iron golem farm, the problem is going to happen is the iron golems are not going to spawn inside the iron golem farm. The iron golem farm basically looks at, hey, we have enough villagers, so we have over 10 villagers. Then it says, hey, we have over 21 doors. Let's go ahead and spawn an iron golem there. So that's why the iron golem farm on the left side of the screen works exactly the way it does. So basically the villagers are there, the doors are in a circle, so it decides to spawn the iron golems in the center of the village, which it determines by looking at all the doors and says, hey, that middle area is the center of the village. Again, it'll be somewhere in the center, but what happens is when you see that house to the right there, that house to the right there is messing up the iron golem farm, because that house to the right there very clearly has wood doors in it. So what happens is when that iron golem farm says, hey, we got a village here with enough of the requirements, let's make an iron golem, it puts the iron golems in the center of the village. But unfortunately, the doors to the right side in that house there are confusing the farm and saying, hey, that center of the village is most likely sometimes in those trees there. And that is the reason why you can't have any wooden doors within 65 blocks of your iron golem farm or another iron golem farm, because if you were to make two iron golem farms 20 blocks apart, the iron golems would potentially spawn in between the two farms rather than inside the farm. So that's a good way to explain it. Actually comes up perfect. Look, we got a bunch of people inviting people to battle mode, stuff like that. I'm going to die. Let's check out how this dude is going to die, because I bet there's something coming. Yeah, he's close, but he looks safe for now. I don't see any skeletons. Let's go, let's go. Thank you very much for the nice comment there, Baloo. Honestly, redstone videos are really, man, even myself, I find myself getting more every single day. You know, I'm at almost 800 tutorials. So basically, every time you do one, you learn a little more for the next one. And at some point in time, certain things come naturally, especially when it comes to fixing things. Like, here's a good example. I actually set up my old world. Let's go into the old school tutorial world. This is the old school one. Honestly, this is like a whole map of tutorials. And I was looking at this comment earlier, and I'm like, this elevator is one of the most popular elevators right now. And basically what happened was one of the updates recently, it kind of messed up. And the way it messed up is that when it shot you up, it would do it in the wrong speed. Because often, guys, updates are going to mess with your redstone ticks. That's something that happens that you don't realize. And in this tutorial, I had all of these at 2. So I'm going to change them now and show you. But basically what happened was it stopped working. People were like, oh, I can't go up. So when you went over here and did it, basically you would get hit. Watch. See, it just jacks you up. But what do you, oh, don't do it. Do it, go in there. I was gonna send them up. So basically, again, after you start using redstone, you realize that a lot of things that break just come down to timing. So it's really easy to just look at it and say, okay, my problem is it doesn't, now when it shoots me up, this one doesn't go fast enough. So basically all you have to do is turn these guys to 3. Literally, if you take the old tutorial and go in here and switch all of these guys to 3 ticks rather than 2 ticks, you'll find out that it now works perfect. And it's, you know, it's one of those things. As you practice redstone stuff, you know, as you practice, you get better, and you realize that little things like that, it's an easy fix, right? But again, if you just follow the tutorial and you're not really, I mean, there's one thing about following a tutorial and making a build. That's, I think, how I started when I started basically before I ever started making tutorials. That was the fun for Minecraft for me. A lot of people have fun doing different things with Minecraft, right? Some people want to build creative castles and stuff like that. Some people want to play survival. Some people, for me, I just love going on, finding a tutorial on YouTube and making the tutorial and feeling accomplished, like, oh yeah, look what I made. And that's what turned into tutorials. But as you start doing it, you realize, okay, this is broken. Why is it broken? That's not opening fast enough, you know? let's go ahead and mess with the timing. I would say like on 90% of these tutorials, if it breaks, 90% of them you can fix by simply fixing timing on repeaters. Timing on repeaters is almost a key thing. Nice little storage room there. Close it up, open it up, very easy. And yeah, I think I was reminiscing going through all these old tutorials, and I'm like, you know what, most of them work still. I really don't see too many that don't work. We're getting luckier. I think in the olden days when updates came out, this is like a super smelter right here. Lots of stuff, yeah. And there you go. I think we'll go back to, let's go back to the community. Hopefully we don't have to go too far down. I'm really stoked, actually, super stoked. Look. We are now at 3,120 people. That is a lot of people. I remember the olden days building up this community, and it's just turned out to be such a cool place. Let's just go. We're going to scroll down for a while, get back to where we were. We'll spend a few more minutes looking at stuff. We still haven't found a thumbnail, but you know what? I might... Ooh, there we go. I like that. Rogue Slacker coming up large. He removed the hop... Oh, he didn't remove the hotbar. I like it. Nice simple house, looks very homely, regular texture pack. I really like regular texture pack. We got our guy here going for a Guardian farm. Guardian farms, guys, pretty much one of the hardest farms to make, I think. Or maybe it's not a Guardian farm, it's just a hole in the ground. I'm not sure. I think this guy has a picture of a crazy Guardian farm coming up. There is a crazy Guardian farm coming up. I will show it to you. I did take note of it. Let's keep going, because Guardian farms, man, I'm thinking we got a cool igloo. Look at this, a floating igloo. I think I did a video too on one that was floating like this right outside of on an ocean, but that's a good find for sure. Let's go over here. I just want to get to this Guardian farm. So lag, let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on right there. I don't think I could really tell. Let's go down. We got another floating igloo. Floating igloos seem to be like the thing. I think we got a bunch of talk of what's going to come up to be gold farms here. Everybody's really kind of talking about gold farms. Let's check out Ender Dude here. We got a good picture. Good screenshot. I like it. I like the little eye there. That's pretty cool. Good use of item frame. So I remember the rainbow beacon. It was a very popular video when beacons first came out for us, because I remember when we didn't have beacons. And this is the rainbow beacon. Changes colors, does all that sort of fun stuff. A really cool addition to your world. I think there's actually a version. I've done a version since. I would say there's an easier way to do it now. That one came out before we had all the redstone stuff. Yep, and this guy here, I'm going to throw this out there. This guy almost got thumbnail. If you can see, I responded to him and said, that's really good. Put a daylight pick without the hotbar. Unfortunately, I think Reco Time didn't see that message and didn't do it. Or else this would have been the thumbnail for the day, I think. It is beautiful. Those ships are awesome. I know a lot of people love making ships. I've made one or two in my day from some... oh, what's his name, man? I forget his name. Something Thunder. Something Thunder would make tons of ships. Oh my goodness. I think it's Thunder, but Dakar did a couple pirate ships as well. I think I did one of his pirate ships at some point in time. And yeah, so here we go. Look at this Guardian farm. This is the Guardian farm I was talking about. We'll end it off in this. If this image has no hotbar, come on, have no hotbar. Ugh. Okay, so no, it's not a Guardian farm. This is a pigment farm, but you could tell it's super hype. Look at that. Lots of stuff. This guy has 1,478 levels. Holy cow. I don't think I've ever seen that high before. This is, I think, the same farm. Let's go look at this one right here. This is the same farm, I think, from up above. Yep. It's a beast. It's a beast. Let's keep going. Where's the Guardian farm at, homie? This is something that I didn't understand. If this person stands, he's watching. The newest iron golem farm, you may find iron golems outside of the farm. Use this 4-thick wall trip to stop this. Doors are not part of this wall. So this is basically... iron golems will not spawn outside of my newest iron golem farm if you make it away from other doors. So I guess you could look at this as a potential way to stop it, but basically what's happening is here is I think the doors that are not in his farm but too close to his farm are 4 blocks within the range of his farm. So by adding this wall, it stops it. I'm not exactly sure what he's going for here, but I'll tell you right now, golems will not spawn outside of my newest iron golem farm. It is not a thing. It won't happen. So right here we're talking about a pigman cap. So basically in console Minecraft you can only have 25 of a certain mob somewhere. So your pigman farm will ultimately never put more than 25. There is ways to get around the cap, but there we go. Let's go. Where's the guardian farm I was looking at, man? This guy here got a good shout. I said good pick to him, I think, somewhere around here. I like it. I like this build, the purple kind of design, the purple, you know, like, I just really like it. I think in daylight it would look a lot cooler, and yeah, I think we'll go down here. Let's just find this guardian farm that I was talking about, man. Where's this guardian farm? Simple XP farm, mob grinder needed for every world. I recommend it highly. We have an OP sugarcane farm. Let's go check this OP sugarcane farm. Sugarcane's videos are actually more popular. When I look at, people aren't the... It looks like a lot of work, though. I don't know. I gotta say, I feel like the regular square one, like the last one I did, would be better if you were to just extend it and make it a straight line rather than these zigzags. But, you know, whatever you're gonna do to get a nice OP farm going, I mean, to each his own for sure. Mine diamonds nearly fell into lava. Isn't that like the age-old Minecraft thing? So over here, I think basically they opened Nyctophobia to just for people to go look. I'm pretty sure they moved to PC, these guys. I'm almost certain about it. And the Nyctophobia isn't as active or active at all, but I think that they just opened it for tours for people to come in and check it out. And this actually got thumbnail at one point in time, the spaceships. And yeah, what are you making? I think maybe like a spaceship. Okay, here's a good ship. If I don't find, I might make this thumbnail. I don't know. If I don't find that iron, yeah, it looks good. You know, we got some good stuff here. There's the screenshot save thing. I'm not sure how that works, but that was not a bad little ship. Since we were talking about ships, where is? See this guy? You know what this reminds me of? This one right here. I used to have a friend, or he's still my friend, but I haven't talked to him in a long time. But Skippy0330 used to have a huge world with tons of skyscrapers and stuff, and this kind of reminds me a little bit of his world there. But yeah, I think we might. Whoa, a working 5x44 pixel display. What the heck? That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, how do you get the input? That's the question. So you can make this pixel display, but how do you input? If you could make words go on it and go right to left or whatever, that would be super cool. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna find this guardian farm that I was talking trash about. It's super cool. Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. I'll find a thumbnail in this mix. I guess they didn't have anybody go. Yeah, see, Nyctophobia. He was trying to show it off to everybody. A lot of people probably asked, but that's kind of the way it works. Everybody's like, I want to see. And then when it comes up, okay, that's the pigman farm. What's this? A feather and chicken farm too. What? Is this a gold/chicken farm? Oh my goodness. I don't know. I've made a cactus/chicken farm before. There's that old grinder. We got Shulker Play. We got that ship. Maybe that guy. Maybe this. Give me that ass. You're probably going to get thumbnail. Don't quote me on it, but I think we'll probably wind this one down. It was good. We got this one done. And yeah, stay tuned. Join the community if you want. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe before you go. And yeah, we'll see who gets thumbnail. I'm going to go through these and see if I can't find that one picture with tons of guardians in it. I thought it was super cool. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.